there's certainly some things I'm very, very excited for. What I'm most excited for, and I'm sure a lot of people are, is Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Switch. Animal Crossing fans have been waiting so very long for a new Animal Crossing game. There's so many funny memes about summoning circles and hopeful wishes for a new Animal Crossing that it got to the point we just thought it wasn't going to happen. But I'm so excited. I love the new gameplay features, having all these crafting mechanics and starting from scratch. It feels like a very natural progression for the Animal Crossing series. A game that's all about customization and building a home and perfecting your village/town. Makes sense that we could start from the very beginning. And I'm very excited about the path function. Looks like we might be able to lay out our towns exactly as we want. The graphics look really nice, and Animal Crossing is just so cozy and comfortable that I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it no matter what. My other most exciting game is Elden Ring. I am a huge Dark Souls Bloodborne fan, and getting a new game from Miyazaki is so exciting. I don't necessarily care too much about the George R.R. Martin inclusion. Seems more like a marketing ploy than something that's gonna actually impact the game super heavily, but I could be wrong. From the graphics, it looks very similar to a Souls game, especially the piece of concept art that they released that's like this robed, clothed, white-colored warrior monster with a like sleek sword. Looks very Dark Souls. Very Dark Souls 3. But I might be surprised by the mythos that George R.R. Martin is supposedly writing for the game. I'm interested to see where the gameplay will go, as Sekiro had some amazing, innovative, and interesting tweaks to the sort of Souls formula. In the trailer, you can see a woman, like a Valkyrie-looking knight, pop on an arm, very much like Wolf in Sekiro, so we'll see. Supposedly, it began production right after Dark Souls 3, so I don't feel like this is going to be a rushed product by any means. I feel like they'll take their time to craft something interesting. Supposedly, the game will have Norse elements, and there have been a lot of games with sort of Norse mythology elements, so hopefully this will be a little refreshing and not too by the book. Let me just check my notes on other games. I'll go back to Nintendo for now before I talk about other games. Luigi's Mansion 3 looks very fun. I always enjoy the Luigi's Mansions games. They're always just fun, and the little puzzles of the world are interesting, and you can't go wrong with having a good time with that series. The co-op seems interesting, and I'm excited to see how that goes. Sorry if there's a cut. My cat is very upset about the door being closed and has been meowing intermittently while I've been trying to film for the past 40 minutes or so. also nice to see more Fire Emblem coverage. Fire Emblem Three Houses looks like it'll be an interesting installment of Fire Emblem. The new IP game, Astral Chain, a little beat-em-up Platinum Games sort of looking thing. That looks interesting as well. I'll see when more comes out about it. Link's Awakening remake looks so cute. I love the art style, and I don't know if you saw the pictures, but they made these big little scale models of areas in the game with little figures that are so very cute. It just looks like such a playful art style, and I've never played the original Link's Awakening, so I think I will pick this one up to give it a try. And of course, I can't forget the awesome and spine-tinglingly interesting and spooky looking trailer for the Breath of the Wild sequel. I am so excited for short-hair Princess Zelda. I'm hoping that because they made her hair short, she will actually be a playable character for once. It's harder to render long hair in games if, she had her long flowing locks as a playable character. So I'm hoping that her having short hair will mean we can play as her. Maybe a co-op sort of system, I'm not sure, but all I've ever wanted since I was 9 and I played Ocarina of Time for the first time was to be Princess Zelda. And yes, I can play her in Smash, but I want a mainline Zelda game with playable Zelda. She deserves it. It's been so long. I love the tone of what the Breath of the Wild sequel looks like it's going to be. Very spooky. The music is like a reversed Zelda's Lullaby. I don't know if it's exactly reversed or a different key and reversed, but either way, it's a malformed version of Zelda's Lullaby. A lot of people are hoping it'll be in the same vein as Majora's Mask, since Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask shared the same engine, but Majora was way creepier. Hoping that since Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild 2 share the same engine, it'll be the same sort of story. I don't necessarily prefer Zelda games being spookier or more serious. I think all the different tones of Zelda games have their place, but it is exciting to see something a little different after Breath of the Wild. Was Skyward Sword the one before? I believe so. Those two were definitely more bright and colorful, so something a little darker is very interesting. I'm also excited to see more coverage for the Crystal Chronicles remaster. Crystal Chronicles was one of my favorite games to play on the GameCube as a kid, and the only Final Fantasy I've really ever played besides some of Tactics. I've never played a mainline Final Fantasy, and I didn't have enough friends as a kid to play multiplayer Crystal Chronicles, but now I can play with my friends, and I might be misremembering, but I do believe there's cross-platform play, but don't quote me on that. Either way, if I have to buy it on the PS4 or another system to play with my friends, that's fine. Sorry, Hamlet's meowing again. There might be another awkward cut. Sorry. I think we can all agree that Cyberpunk game was a big surprise. It's interesting given the recent success of John Wick 3 to have him in the game. Part of me wonders if this was a recent thing that happened in the last few months, or if this was actually a long-seated plan. And here we thought only Kojima would have famous actors in his games. I think David Cage had Ellen Page in a game. I don't remember, but for the most part, right now we associate Kojima as having games with actors, so it'll be interesting to see how Cyberpunk implements him. It definitely brought a lot more attention to the game. I know a lot of people were already interested, so it'll be interesting. I don't think I'll necessarily pick it up myself, but maybe I'll watch all the parts with Keanu Reeves in it. I prefer pretty classic Cyberpunk games like the original Deus Ex, so I don't know. What else was there that was interesting? The 2 new Smash characters, that was quite a surprise. Banjo and the Dragon Quest hero. My best friend loves Dragon Quest, so everyone was texting him, "Did you see the news? Did you see the news?" But he's in Japan right now, so with the different time zones, all of us texting him woke him up pretty early. But he was excited for that. I don't know how I feel about more sword characters. Not that it necessarily super bothers me, but there are a lot of sword characters now in Smash. I was trying to think of what character I really wish could be in Smash, since we have so many different characters now. I was thinking I would love to have Professor Layton. He doesn't fight, but I think things from the game could be used. Like when you solve a puzzle, that could be the final smash. Phoenix Wright from the Ace Attorney series is in a fighting game, and I think his moves and how they implemented him was super fun and interesting, so Nintendo, put Professor Layton in Smash. The FF8 and FF7 remakes, or I guess FF8 is a remaster. Those look interesting. I need to play Final Fantasy, and I think I'll pick up the FF8 remaster since it is basically just the same game, but a little cleaner, a little nicer looking. Final Fantasy VII fans seem very excited for the remake, and it does look very beautiful and very true to the graphics of, or the mood of the game, the characters, the colors, the setting. So maybe I'll pick that up too. One trailer that did sort of disappoint me was the Blair Witch Project game. Seeing the camera, I swore it was going to be a new Outlast game, and I really liked the Outlast games. Obviously, the camera is also synonymous with the Blair Witch movies, but having another horror game with a camera like that seems a little copycat of Outlast, but maybe the camera won't play as huge of a role as we think. A new game that looks interesting is Ghostwire, with the artist designer who worked on a lot of other great games, Bayonetta, Evil Within. She seems like a very interesting person with great designs, so I think it'll be a very stylistically beautiful game. not quite sure what kind of gameplay it'll be. I believe she said it's an action RPG, but I might be wrong. A game where I guess you might be fighting ghosts seems interesting, because mostly when you see ghosts in games, it's horror games or Luigi's Mansion. It seems like it'll be a kind of fresh new game though, so I am excited to see how that develops. Trying to remember if there was anything else that really caught my eye. Briefly shown at the Xbox conference, I believe, was an indie game called Totem Lake. Looked like it had interesting art. There are a couple other indie games and other conferences that seemed interesting. Not as many indies that grabbed my eye as other years, though. That about wraps up my E3 thoughts. I know this is a shorter video, but I wanted to share with you anyways, and I look forward to hearing what you're excited about. There are a lot of great games announced, and it's been a while since I've been excited about so many games at the same time. I look forward to playing them, and maybe even getting some collector's editions or just the games in general to unbox, or maybe even do an ASMR game review. Well, I hope you had a wonderful day or evening, and let me know what games you're excited for. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.